Hey everyone. Wow, it's been like 3 weeks I think since I made a video, so I apologize for that. I was sick like 2 weeks ago, so I didn't make a video, and I had something else going on last Wednesday, so I didn't make a video. Um, but I have a massive stack of books. I got the books that I've gotten over the past 3 weeks, plus all the stuff that I pre-ordered for the month of January. No, February. Lord, I can't even keep track of what month it is. But anyway, all that came in, so I could show all that. I guess it'll be a ridiculously long video. Sorry in advance. Um, I thought I would start this off by showing a handful of books that I picked up at a new store that opened kind of near me. Just went in there to just kind of check it out and see what they had, and they had a lot of stuff, and they had like a lot of copies of stuff. So I hope they're not, I don't know, overextending themselves and end up with a bunch of stock they can't sell and go out of business in relatively short order. That would not be good. Um, but anyway, the first book that I picked up from them was this Obey Me Number Zero. This is some kind of video game tie-in. I don't really play a lot of video games, so I don't really know anything about it. But I know sometimes these catch on and sometimes they don't. But whatever. It was something I saw um, like on the list that was coming out this week, and I thought I wasn't going to go out of my way to look for it, but if I found it, I would pick it up. So I found it and I picked it up. They also had this, which I think came out last week, which I had been looking for, but I didn't find it until I just went there earlier today. So, Honor and Curse number one from Mad Cave Studios, I think it is. But anyway, yeah, it's just kind of cool looking Japanese thing, whatever. They also had God of Bad Men, number one. So that one's been difficult to find just across the board. And actually, I think they had like two copies of it on the stand, so I grabbed it. And then surprisingly, they had three copies of this Canadian Vark. So, you know, Cerebus as Hitler. Pretty amusing. Yeah, the Cerebus clip art humor comics are always kind of fun. All right, so those are the books that I picked up at that store. There was some stuff that I was kind of hoping to find that I haven't found elsewhere, but they didn't have it. But anyway, that'll do for now for those. And then some other stuff that I got this week. Paper Girls 26. Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chang still killing it, no doubt. I haven't read it yet, but this book is always awesome. The Walking Dead 189. And then some stuff from previous weeks. At the Wicked and Divine 42. I think this series is winding down. I'm not sure how much further it has to go. But yeah, Kieran Gillen usually delivers. And we got Outcast number 39. And East of West number 41. Jonathan Hickman and Nick Dragotta. I think Nick Dragotta is actually local to me here, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I do know that he does signings here every once in a while. Okay. So, some Marvel and DC stuff that I've picked up over the past few weeks. Aquaman 45, which is the origin of this Nama dragon goddess, whatever, villain. I like the A cover on that one. And we got Nightwing 57, Jeff DeCall cover. That one's really cool. You gotta love the way it looks like. I mean, you got the bird statue or the eagle statue behind him, and it kind of looks like the wings and plumage and everything is coming off his back. And he's Nightwing, get it? Also, we got the Black Order number 4, the John Tyler Christopher cover, the Black Swan. It's okay. Black Swan has a very cool design for a character, so I don't know. I feel like this could have been done better, but whatever. And then, or I think this is Derek Chu, if I'm not mistaken. The Batgirl 32 B cover, which is a really cool looking cover. I really like that. Alright, so there's those. Get rid of those for now. Okay, I picked up this copy of Fantastic Four number 7. It's like Hangu Cho or something like that. I can't remember the artist's name. One of those Korean artists. But it was kind of a cool cover, and it was actually like selling out online. So I don't know if there's some big deal about it or what. But I saw it and I thought I would grab it. And this next one I was really surprised to find. I don't know anything about Steven Universe, but this is the most recent issue. I think it's number 10 maybe. Not 100% sure, but this is the Jen Bartel variant. Just an absolutely gorgeous cover. And for the most part, this has been a ghost. Like in all the stores that I've went to, nobody has it. But there is this one store that I went to where they have like their main comic section, and then like on the other side of a wall they have like a kids section with some comics, and I just poked my head around there and it was sitting right out in front, so I snagged it. They only had one copy. Very happy to have found it. Okay, these books all came out this week. We got Green Arrow number 50. It's the final issue in this particular series. Who is that cover artist? Evan Shaner? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Shaner? I'm just guessing. From Archie, Blossom 666 number 2. Laura Braga. She is, of course, a great artist. I really love her work. Got Deathstroke 41. This kind of like pop art B cover. I guess it's Dave Johnson. And the credits, it actually says the variant cover is done by Francisco Matina, but that's incorrect. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of the, like it's doing a version of the Steranko Nick Fury stuff from back in the day, but it's really cool looking. I went ahead and picked up a copy of Deadpool number 10 with the first appearance of Good Night, or The Good Night, whatever, whichever. And I flipped through it. It's pretty interesting. From Boom Studios, I picked up Ronin Island number 1, and then also got Curse of Brimstone number 12, which is the final issue of this series. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so going into all the books that I have pre-ordered. These are in no particular order. I've like gone through them once, but I didn't separate them out and organize them by company or anything like that. So From Aftershock, we got Stronghold #1. Phil Hester and Ryan Kelly. Ryan Kelly is a really good artist. If you've never seen his stuff, he did Local with Brian Wood, I think. And we got Sharky the Bounty Hunter #1. That's the Frank Quitely cover. And we got the B cover for Justice League 18. Who is that? I forget. Let me check real quick. Justice League 18. Bear with me. Oh yeah, it's Will Conrad. Okay, so we got the Matina cover for High Level #1. And just the regular cover for Guardians of the Galaxy #2. Set these aside for the moment. Got Exorcisters #5. And then we got the In-Hyuk Lee cover for the Black Order #4. And you see what I mean about Black Swan? She's very cool looking. I'm going to have to look this one up as well. Batman #65. Let's see. Was it Love? I'm trying to remember the artist's name. Batman. Sorry, I'm sure this is absolutely riveting. Yeah, Jeffrey Allen Love. And speaking of Laura Braga, I got that purely because of her. Barbarella Deja Thoris #2, variant cover by Laura Braga. Absolutely gorgeous work. And we got Avengers #15, which sort of reminds me of that old John Byrne She-Hulk, where it's like, it has She-Hulk on the cover saying, "Buy this comic or I'll come to your house and rip up all your X-Men." Except on this one, they're threatening to kill Ghost Rider. Anyway. Avengers No Road Home #2. See, this is so out of order. I also have #1 in this pile, and I didn't even show that first, but, you know. It is what it is, I guess. Wonder Woman #64. Very nice Art Germ cover. Art Germ never fails to produce some awesome work. Alright, and then we got Superman #8. It's the regular cover. I think the variant cover on this one was a Rob Liefeld cover, and Rob Liefeld doesn't really do it for me, so I opted for the regular cover. But yeah, you got the teenage version of John Kent, which I gotta admit I'm not super wild about. Alright, then this is Spawn Kills Everyone 2 #3, the black and white cover. Which, that's a really great cover, homage to Infinity Gauntlet #1. Okay, Amazing Spider-Man #15. Make some room here. We got Young Justice #2. I don't think I'm going to keep going with this, but for now I picked up #2. And we got Unnatural #7. Trying to remember who did that cover. That is the variant cover, but it's not really one of the more risque ones like some of the other variant covers. Unnatural is the thing when you get so many books at once, you just kind of forget who did all the covers. And yeah, it was Stepan Sejic or whatever, artist from somewhere in the Balkans whose name I cannot pronounce. Alright, so from Dynamite, I picked up a few of these Red Sonjas with different cover artists, Frank Cho and Christian Ward and Joseph Michael Linsner. All three excellent artists. All right. And then another book from Aftershock, Oberon #1. I grabbed this. Sorry if it sounds like there's yard work going on outside, because there probably is. I don't know what's going on exactly. I hope it's not completely drowning out the sound of my voice. Not that would be much of a loss. Anyway, Lady Death, like a anniversary edition, I guess is what it says right there on the spine. 25th anniversary edition. Man, it's been that long. Anyway, the original Lady Death miniseries, The Reckoning #1. Yeah, we're definitely going backwards in the numbers here. Justice League #17, another Will Conrad cover. Magic Order #6. Hang on, let's move these aside. This is kind of a cool. Another Jen Bartel cover for Marvel Tales featuring the Black Widow. I think this is all reprints, but it's mostly reprints of stuff that I don't have, so that's okay. Here is the color version of Spawn Kills Everyone 2, #3. With that gorgeous McFarlane Infinity Gauntlet homage cover. Tom Rainey cover on The Flash #64, which I think is crossing over with Batman at this point. Again, I haven't actually read any of these yet. Alright, so from Antarctic Press, Exciting Comics #1, which I guess is bringing back a bunch of Golden Age characters that are in the public domain, along with a handful of new characters. There's a bunch of covers for this one, but this is the only one that I got. And we got Detective Comics 998. Again, I forget who did that one. That was Gary Frank. How about that? Kind of surprised I didn't recognize his artwork right off. Alright. Batman Who Laughs #3, the Federici cover. And the Jock cover. Alright, and then we also got Avengers No Road Home #1. And I think I also have #3 over here somewhere. So, move all these aside. So many comics. Oh. Then we got Spawn. What is this? 294 maybe? McFarlane cover. The Virgin edition. I think this is the one where it had the the black and white one where some of the pages were in color, and it was like super hot for a minute there. I think you still can't find it anywhere, but I don't really care. All right. The Silencer number 13. I believe it's a Tyler Kirkham cover. Underrated cover artist, in my opinion. And we got Justice League Annual number 1. The Yannick Paquette cover. And Justice League Odyssey number 5 with a Terry Dodson cover of Azrael in space. And we got Ice Cream Man number 9. And the regular Ryan Sook cover for Heroes in Crisis number 5. Jason Todd murdered. That's a very unfortunate development. All right. Detective 997. Pretty sure that's Brian Stilfreeze. That's what I'm going to go with anyway. All right. Batgirl 31. Art Germ. A.K.A. Stanley Lau. And you got Amazing Spider-Man 14. Regular Ryan Ottley cover. Action Comics 1007. Regular Steve Epting cover. Wow. I'm already at 22 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. Green Lantern number 4. The regular Liam Sharp cover. Little room here. And from Dark Horses, Berger books. I guess that's how Karen Berger pronounces her name. Either Berger or Berger, I guess. I don't know. The Girl in the Bay number 1. I gotta say, this imprint at Dark Horse seems more like what Vertigo Comics should be than Vertigo Comics actually is these days. I mean, I guess because it's Karen Berger and she used to run, well, she started Vertigo over at DC back in the, early 90s. But yeah, I mean, it just seems to me like the projects that she picks are more appropriate to that sort of, well, they have that feel to them, I guess. I mean, obviously Vertigo could be whatever DC wants it to be, but it's just like this and the Seeds with Anna Cinti and David Aja. But yeah, I haven't read this yet, but the premise for it sounds, I'm just basing that off of the premise, which sounds really cool. It's like a girl who disappears at sea and then decades later or whatever, turns back up. She comes out of the sea and she hasn't aged and I don't know, whatever stuff is going on. It just sounds really cool. And the stuff that Vertigo is doing, by and large, doesn't interest me at all. Okay, anyway. Female Furies number 1. The Matina cover. This is a cover purchase for me. I've seen a little bit about, like, the story on the inside of this, and it looks absolutely dreadful, I gotta say. Like, everybody's just way out of character. Oops, sorry, I banged the table. I mean, I should say I bumped the table. Alright, we got it's the Jen Bartel cover on die number, what is that, 3? I'm not even sure. Oh, yeah. Die number 3. It has the number right there. I'm not sure how I missed it. Okay. And then we got the Julian Totino Tedesco cover on Daredevil #1. What is this? The volume 6 of Daredevil? And this is pretty cool. The Sean Gordon Murphy cover for Batman 64. Let me move these. Okay, last couple of books. Or 4 or 5 books. Avengers 14. As Guardians of the Galaxy #6. Wolfborn #1 from Scout Comics. I guess maybe these are in alphabetical order, just depending on the week they came out. Maybe that's how they're organized. Wolverine Infinity Watch #1. And this is awesome. Venom #11, the Dave Gibbons Watchmen homage cover. Very cool. So, okay. Again, sorry that went so incredibly long. But yeah, I had a massive backlog of books to get through. So, if you made it this far, congratulations. Awesome. You have quite a bit of comic book watching stamina. But I'm going to cut it off, so feel free to like the video, leave a comment. Thank you for watching. And I'll see everybody with the next video that I make at whatever point that is. All right, everybody take it easy.